What is up with all the bass, you guys? Oh, oh, oh no! It's a big crappie. He's got my bobber. Am I gonna get him? I hope so. Oh, we got a nice smallmouth here. No way. Actually, we got a nice spot. This is a big spot. Howdy, friends. Happy day before Christmas to all of you. Okay, I think we're gonna be all right based on what I'm seeing. Where we're gonna fish is about 8 miles from here. So we'll check out this spot here. Yeah, see, if that was underwater, there's no way. But because that's exposed, pretty sure we'll be able to get in and fish one of my favorite crappie and bluegill holes there. So might be my last trip of 2024. So thanks for coming along. Let me show you what I'm going to be doing. So on one rod I've got this bobber, and about a foot and a half below it I've got a little crappie magnet. Then about 12 inches below that I'm going to replace this heavier jig. I mean, it's not a big jig, but I think these fish are going to be biting really light with this smaller Nico pintail, and I love these pink colors. They've been awesome for me. So I'm going to replace this with that, and that'll give me two really tiny finesse little jigs. And then there we go, little trout magnet here. Actually, it's only about 10 inches down, a little Nico pintail. And I love these because you can catch dozens of fish off the same tail. This color I think is called pepper gum. It's been really awesome for me. I love it. Love it. Pink and purple. Never used to fish with pink and purple till about a year and a half ago. I started using them more. Great colors. Great colors. Oh my creek, how I've missed thee. I love this spot. This creek has been very good to me over the years. This is right up there with my all-time happy places. Here's what's great about today. A few things. It's the day before Christmas. Everybody's in a good mood. Our house is all clean. Good cheer is plentiful. So I'm leaving on a good note. Another good thing is I got 4 hours. That's plenty of time to get into this and enjoy myself. And what else is a good thing? Hopefully we'll be leaving here with this stringer. Oh yeah, my feet are getting cold already. Oh well, it's gonna be worth it. All right, Nico. All right, crappie magnet. Do your thing for us. Finally got a crappie here, folks. Finally got on the board. Looks like on the top jig. On the crappie magnet. Not quite the size we're looking for, but we got a crappie. Okay. Good stuff, good stuff. And it does appear that we got our first fish on video. Okay. Try a little white nibble on each one and just see if we can get some scent going in the water column here. Tell you what, having some wool gloves like this, even though my fingers are exposed, makes a big difference. There's a fish, sure enough. Well, maybe the little nibbles are going to be the difference maker. This does not feel like a very big fish though. It sure doesn't. Maybe a bass. That's a bass. Hey, we got us a little largie here. That's okay, we'll take a little largemouth. He liked that little pepper gum. The pintail pepper gum, I think that's what it's called. Pretty little fish. Good looking little guy. Sure. Hey. This feels maybe a little better. This is a crappie for sure. This is definitely a crappie. He hit that as soon as it hit the water. We might have our first keeper of the day. Do we? Oh, he just got off. Shoot. Shoot, shoot, shoot. This time I'll try the gulp maggot. There we go. Scent up this water a little bit here. Scent it up and see what happens. I'll stick with this for a little longer here. Oh, there we go. There we go. That's a better crappie. That's a good crappie. Yeah, that's a good crappie. I think. Or is it a rock bass? Oh, get out of here. It's a better bass, actually. That's a pretty good creek bass. Oh, look at that. It's a good looking fish. Whoop. That's a good looking fish. He fought good. All day Lene. Heck, maybe we'll even try two. Try two on the same jig. There's one. There's two. Let's see if they can resist that. Hopefully they will find it irresistible. That one did. That one sure did. What do we have? Feels decent, I guess. Feels alright. Now is it in the top or the bottom? What do we got? What do we got? Oh boy. It will not hurt my feelings to catch bluegill like this at all. Oh boy. Ooh, mama. Mother pin a rose on me, as my old boss Glenn used to say. That's a big creek bluegill. Okay. It's actually a very pleasant day out here. Very pleasant. I don't know. I think I'm gonna go back to my other setup. It just feels better. It just feels better. Just kind of not feeling it with this one. Oh, having said that, there is a crappie, I do believe. Not a big one, I don't think. Nope. Alright, well, a white crappie this time. So, it looks like we got whites in here and we got blacks. That's a long, skinny crappie. Not quite what we're hoping for. The next fish I catch, I'm going to dedicate to two of my best fans, Jack and Joe. This one will be for you guys. Well, I like this setup, but I don't like it right now. I think I'm going back to the other one. Yeah, I can cast a lot better with this one. A lot further, and more importantly, I can see my bobber. And I really need to see this bobber today for the way they're barely playing. I mean, there's fish in here. There's plenty of fish in here. Just having a hard time seeing them strike on that little guy. Yeah, look at that. Now, it will be very interesting to see. This feels like a better crappie, I think. Is he in the bottom? No way, do we have a bass again? What's up with all these bass? Wow, we're getting into the bass here. Is it the same one as before? Might be, I guess. Okay, he did hit the pink again. You know what? I think that's a, yeah, that's a spot, right? Yeah. Little spotted bass. I think that's a different fish. Okay, well. Little backflip there. Well, winter crappie trip becomes winter bass trip here. What the heck? Another bass, you guys. We are into the bass bonanza here, and they're loving that pink. We got another spot. That's a beautiful fish. That's a gorgeous little fish. They're loving the pintail. Pin the tail on the donkey. Pin the tail on the spotted bass. Wow. Now if we could get into a rock bass and a yellow or white bass, we could have a nice little multi-species day here. I'm not even going to guess what it is. I don't know the way they're acting today. I mean, I just thought we'd be getting nothing but crappies here, but look at that. It's another, actually that's going to be another keeper gill. I'm going to keep that fish. Absolutely I am. Wow. Kind of surprised. The lack of crappie, but the plethora of other species. So let's just leave it at this. I really enjoy eating bluegill. They're great. It's not quite as big as the first one, but he's nice. He's a chunker. We'll call that the double trouble setup. The bass are loving that pintail. The bluegill are loving these little crappie nibbles. What have we here? What have we here? Do we finally have a keeper crappie? That'd be nice. Nice if we did. Oh, he's borderline. Given that I need some fish in the stringer, you know, I'm going to keep the occasional 8-inch crappie. I mean, I don't know. Yeah, you might laugh at me, but I'm keeping that one. You might laugh, but I'm keeping them. I got a clean fish anyway, so I'll get a couple bites off that fish. Yeah, it's pretty small. Every now and then you get back home and you're like, boy, what was I thinking? Kingfisher. Kenny the Kingfisher. Ooh, a hawk just went at that thing. It's coming right at us. Oh, that was cool. That hawk came down out of that tree and took a shot at that kingfisher. That was wild. I've never seen that before. That's a first for me. I see kingfishers a lot. I've never seen a hawk take a swipe at one. Okay, I'm gonna do what I call the poor man's trolling motor here. I'm just gonna walk away, not even gonna look at it. I'm just gonna slowly walk it in, see if something grabs it. Very often they do, and they just did. That's exactly what happened. I don't know why that works, but it does. I bet it's another bass. Man, we're just loaded up with bass in here. What is up? I mean, I'm guessing we may have caught the same one once or twice too, but I don't know. Wow. Okay. He did some funny stuff with me there. Oh, I'm so numb. Very, very numb. Oh. I've been catching bass on this pintail with no bait. It seems like the bluegill and crappie are, they're wanting the bait, so. There we go. What do we got? Let me guess, another bass. rock bass. 4 species. Little rock bass there. Oh, we're having us a multi-species day here. We sure are. There's a big rock cluster right there, closer to me and to the left. I don't want to snag that, but I want to get kind of close to it because that'll often hold fish. I think I'm bouncing bottom right now, actually. What's that? Ooh, that fish, that might have been a smallmouth actually. I think that was. Did he come back? What is up with all the bass, you guys? Oh! Oh! Oh no! It's a big crappie. He's got my bobber. Am I gonna get him? He broke me off and I snagged my bobber with my rod and we got him. That's weird. I'm glad he didn't swim away, otherwise we would have just seen that bobber floating here and there. And we got our best crappie of the day so far. But it came with a price. He snapped me off. Hey, that was really unique. I mean, that's a nice fish too. That was weird, man. Well, 2 things today we've never seen. We've seen a hawk attack a kingfisher, and we had a crappie of all things snap us off. I must have had some compromised line, but we got him because I was able to snag the bobber with my rod. That's funny. You can't make that stuff up. That's definitely a keeper. Oh yeah, that's the problem when you're using these spring bobbers. It can compromise your line and make things weak, and that's what happened over time. But there's my setup still, but the line snapped, you know, there. Whenever I fry fish, there's a very good chance I end up seeing my son-in-law because he loves eating fried fish. So I just as soon catch enough that him and I are crazy about them. The rest of the family is not as crazy about him as we are, but him and I can really go through the fried fish. There we go. Oh yeah, this rod just, oh, it's so fun playing him on this rod. That's going to be a keeper gill. A keeper gill on the bottom fly. Yes, indeed. Oh, nice yellow color. Fat, thick fish. Oh, when they're thick like this, they are fun. Let's take a little look at our stringer here so far. Panfish. I love panfish. Pan fishing is one of my favorite things to do. You get lots of action. They fight good for their size. They're so tasty. You really can't ask for much more. I had to reconfigure some things here. Actually retied. I'm just gonna take a few casts here and go bobberless and see if I can get some pick up some fish just doing a slow retrieve. Look at that, without the bobber. I didn't think that would work, but it did. What do we have? I bet it's another bass. Yeah, you bet it's another bass. Boy, these bass are just aggressive in here today. It's just kind of crazy. I've never done so well on bass at this spot ever. So it looks like another. Yeah, it's a spot. Pretty fish. I bet we've caught that one before. Well, we got a nice little stringer of fish going here. Actually, I'm gonna try something. I'm gonna put this little bobber on. Which actually is gonna slow the fall considerably. And I'm gonna slowly reel this in. Another fish. Could it be another bass? I'm sure it is. But if it's a crappie, I think it's a better one. What is up, you guys? Like, we found the wintering spot for all the bass in this creek. Well, we have not caught this one yet because he's got some funky markings. Looks like he got into it with something. Something nearly got this fish before. Boy, we could have limited out on bass today. They're just all too small. Another fish. I bet it's another bass. What is going on? I didn't know there were so many spotted bass in here. I mean, are they just taking over or what? I think some would say they are. Some might say they are. Boy, they're pretty though. They're loving this little trout magnet. Well, they're loving the pintail. They're loving them both. They're loving them both. I wish half these fish were crappie though. There's a fish. Now please let it be a crappie. It's probably a bass. I think it is, the way it's fighting. Almost sure of it. Yep. I'll tell you what, I've never seen anything like it. Not here. I had this happen in another creek once, but not here. Wow, that's insane. That's really crazy. Hey, putting that little bobber on, these jigs are a little too heavy for that bobber, so it's barely keeping them suspended. But it's allowing me to do a really slow retrieve, and the fish are really liking this. Fish are really liking this. There's another one. Let me guess. You bet it's a bass. Oh, just bass after bass after bass. Unbelievable. Ooh, I gotta get splashed in the face there on that one. Uh-oh. As my grandson likes to say, uh-oh, uh-oh, uh-oh. Oh man, they're just everywhere. Might as well put a little more meat on that stringer if you can. Hey, we did pick up another decent white crappie. All right, coming at it from a different angle here. You like that, you like the pintail. That's a beautiful, beautiful shot there. A fast swimming little fish. A bluegill. That one we're gonna let go. Thank you for playing there, friend. Yeah. Okay. This might be the fish of the day. Might be the fish of the day. I think so. Yeah. I think we got a really good crappie right now. I hope so. Oh, we got a nice smallmouth here. No way. Actually, we got a nice spot. This is a big spot. Oh man. Oh, that's a nice one for this creek. Heck yeah. Look at that. Wow. Oh, and then he got double hooked in the tail by the pink. Okay. There's a nice chunky fish. You know, this I never would have guessed we'd catch so many spotted bass here in this creek. What a fun day. Okay. Wowee. What a thrill, what a thrill. Dare I keep fishing? I don't know. I don't know. I think I should. I thought that was a big crappie for a minute there. I thought that was a big crappie. Jeez. It is just non-stop on these fish. They're everywhere. Almost getting bored of it. Not quite, but almost. A little speck. Nice little speckaroo. Okay, now we might have a good crappie. I do believe we've got a good crappie here. Boys and girls, children of all ages. Yeah. Another good white. Oh, come on, don't twist me up here. Gonna put the stink on these. Putting the stink on these gloves, that's for sure. Oh man, probably a 9.5 inch, maybe 10-inch fish. Getting a decent little stringer going. If that's a crappie, it's a good one. I think we might have our final keeper of the day. Another bass, boy. Well, that's the story of our day here, folks. Bass after bass. Well, me and this bass here want to wish you all a blessed and prosperous 2025. Thanks for coming along, everyone. Remember, a bad day's fishing ain't a bad day. The pink pepper gum. Yeah.